Okay. And I gotta figure it out. Let's see. I thought we didn't get together. Give you my necklace, give you my last card, I show you my best friend. I thought we didn't get together. Give you my necklace, show you my best friend. I give you my last card, everything I do, I do that. Oh. Trying to go live on Facebook and Instagram. Give me a minute. What time is it? Okay. What? I swear I always see the laugh button, so I'm finna go laughing on. See it. Thanks for joining. I'll be getting started soon. Very soon. I'm trying to figure out how to go live on Instagram too. Hold on. Live. Okay, I think I'm in action. Checking connection. All right, let me cut this music off. All right. Thank you all for joining. I thought I cut this music off and I didn't. Okay, there we go. So I got Facebook and Instagram today. Thank you all for joining. And I meant to put a description for Instagram, but I forgot. But we'll be talking about today's stress. And I am going to be getting started in like 1 minute. Because it's 6 o'clock. And I said 6 o'clock and I like to start on time. We are going to be talking about stress today. A recap from last week's conversation. All right. 1 second. There we go. If y'all bear with me. All right, give me 2 seconds and I'm gonna be on and popping. 1 second. All right, thank you all so much for joining. I had to get off for a minute. My daughter making noise. But, hey Shanice, how are you doing tonight? I am glad that you joined. Hey Instagram. All right. So, we're going to get started now.
I am Precious Brooks, your certified life coach. And the reason that I'm doing this live tonight is that I am being obedient to God's given vision. By me being obedient, I'm able to help you also and help me in the process. Together, we will get a better understanding of life so we can live it to the fullest. So let's do this. Hey, Portia. So let's get this started. So Talk to Me Tuesdays is a safe place to come together and discuss topics that are relevant to our everyday lives in this world of uncertainty, okay? Today we are discussing stress part 2, stress disorders and coping mechanisms. Be understanding that what I discuss will be either something that I have witnessed, something that I have encountered, or something that I have researched. It could be 1, 2, or all of the above at any given moment. Please grab a pen and a piece of paper in case you need to take notes. And if you have some to add, please add them in the comment section below. Just to well, before we get started, last week I forgot to say a scripture. So before we get started, I want to say the scripture first. Hey, Tasha, thanks for joining. Okay, so the scripture we're going to start off with is, peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you, not as the world gives do I give to you. Let not your hearts be troubled, neither let them be afraid. That's John 14:27. Again, I got Facebook over here and Instagram over here, so if y'all see me looking at either camera, I'll try to go back and forth. Okay, so just a quick recap of last week. We talked about, thank you, Anita. Thanks for joining. We are talking about, last week we talked about stress. And we talked about what is stress, how stress is normal, and that stress gets to you. Hey, Joyelle, thanks for joining. What stress does when it encounters your body, what it does to your body, and ways to recognize stress. So I gave instructions for everyone to write down ways that they recognized that they were stressed throughout the week. And I took notes of that too. Again, I will not be telling you all to do stuff that I am not going to do myself, because I'm not only here to help you, but I'm here to help me too. Hey, Tanisha, thanks for joining. Okay, so hang on 1 second. Okay, so I want to start this section off with a quick story about me and how stress had an impact on my life. So this was a couple years ago, right around the time my mom had passed away. And my sister came to my job to bring, hey Latrice, thanks for joining. My sister came to my job to bring food, some food. So right before she came, I had started feeling like weird, just out of nowhere. It was a feeling like I just cannot describe. It was weird. So I go to the car. So I said, hey, can you feel my heart and see is it beating fast? So she looked at me a little strange. She felt my heart and she like, yeah, your heart is beating pretty fast. So I went back in the job and I did something that I recommend you never, ever, never, ever, 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 never do. I Googled my symptoms. If you don't remember nothing else, please remember this. Please, I wish somebody would have saved me from this. If you've taken notes, put it in big caps. Do not Google your symptoms. Google do not know you. Google will have you think you dying. Seriously. You can Google something wrong with your elbow and Google gonna have you think you dying. So if I can't say nothing else or stress anything, it would be, hey Candy, thanks for joining, love. It would say, I would just say, please do not Google your symptoms. Now, so I Googled, and Google said I was having either a stroke or finna have a heart attack or something. So that's when I really got, so my heartbeat went from boom, 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 boom to boom, 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 boom. Like, I really like freaked out at that point. I didn't know what was going on. I ran into my boss' office and I said, I gotta go. And he said, what's wrong? I said, I don't know what's wrong. I got to go. Something is wrong with me. I gotta get up out of here. Where you going? I'm going to the hospital. Something wrong with me. So they said, do you need somebody to drop you off at the hospital? No, my sister finna take me. So my sister drove me to the hospital. I'm like thinking I'm dying, y'all. This is like the scariest feeling ever. I'm thinking I'm dying on my way to this hospital, right? So I get there to the hospital. So I'm waiting on, I hope she feel better, Candy. I'm waiting on, when I get to the hospital, I'm waiting on them to just say cold, red, cold, somebody hurry up and help her. So they took my vitals and told me, go have a seat. So I'm sitting there in the hospital, like, if I die, sitting here, and I told them something really, really wrong with me, they gonna tell me to sit down? So long story short, I didn't die because I'm still here. So the hospital told me that I was dehydrated. So I said, okay, I'm gonna drink plenty of water from now. So I started drinking a lot of water. So guess what happened next? It happened again. Now this time I know for a fact that I wasn't dehydrated. I knew for a fact because I was drinking so much water, like this crazy feeling came over me again. I had no clue what it was. I never felt it before. I couldn't explain it. It was just a crazy, crazy feeling. So not only did it happen again, and I kept Googling stuff, it happened again and again, and it was getting worse and worse, and more symptoms was coming on as this was happening. So I had to like pray about it. Like nobody could tell me what was wrong with me. Nobody knew what was wrong with me. I didn't know what was wrong with me. I had been to the doctor so many times. I got, what do you call them things? X-rays, all that, everything, all is normal or whatever. Like nobody knew what was wrong with me. So I had to pray and go to God to get answers. And that's when it came up. Anxiety. I was suffering from anxiety. It had gotten so bad. And I just want to talk about that today because that's something that my mother never talked to me about. Me and my friends never talked about it. You know, I heard of somebody that had a panic attack before. I never really knew like what that was or what it consisted of or none of that stuff. Thank you for joining, everyone who's joining. I see a lot of people joining on Instagram. Catch everybody. But thank all y'all for joining. I appreciate it. Yes, Anita, it was anxiety. It was anxiety. And it was like so bad. Sometimes things can offset another thing. Meaning like one day I was driving home. Like my anxiety had got so bad, my wrists was starting to hurt. Man, like headaches. I just felt, my head was just clogged up. I couldn't even think straight. None of that. Like I would be scared to go to sleep at night because I thought I was gonna die. Like seriously, like so. I was like, I don't want to go to sleep. Like I kept running back and forth to the doctor, to the hospital. I had no clue. So when I did find out, Oh, you said panic attack felt like a heart attack. Yeah, it's serious. And sometimes, you know, people may look at you and think you doing well, and you may think you okay for a minute, because it comes in waves. It comes in waves. You may be okay for a minute, and then bam, it come out of nowhere. Like, it really mess with you. And when it gets so bad, when you let it get too bad, you in trouble. You are in trouble, okay? It's not that easy to get rid of. It's not that easy to get rid of. I went through a lot even after I figured out what it was. So I would be at work. I couldn't even work. I would go in the bathroom and cry to God. Lord, like the light hurting me at work. Like the light hurting my ass. It was bad. I used to have to go in the bathroom, close the door, and cut off the light because the lights was bothering me. Like, it was just real bad. So I would cry. One day I was crying so bad in the bathroom because I thought I was going to lose my job, because I had to keep getting sent home well, not sent home, but I had to keep leaving work. I thought I was going to lose my job. And I just cried, God, please, Lord, I just want to work. I never begged to work. I ain't want to work that bad. So, you know, that made me look at my life differently too. Like, I'm appreciative that I am able to get up every day and work. So you just gotta watch out. Now, so when I found out that it was happening, I mean, it was just because I found out, it doesn't mean that it went away right away, because it takes time for that stuff to build up. So my anxiety did not go away right away. It stayed there for a while. Hey, Maria, Kanae, Toya, Leanna, thank y'all for joining. Yes, it did not go right away, even though I figured out what it was. It was like layers. It took a while. I would go to work calm, purposely, like, okay, I'm not gonna stress today, get to work at 7:30, like cool, serene. About 9 o'clock, it was coming. It's like a dizzy feeling like you just finna fall out, like you just out of it. I ain't even know what was going on. I be looking at the people who working like, I'm the only one who going through this. I used to be in work meetings. I had to have my hands under the desk, literally, because I was so wound up. I didn't want nobody to see me shaking or anything, because that anxiety really, like, takes over you. It takes over your body. So I'm telling you to take your stress levels serious, because it can lead to some things. Now, when you're younger, again, you can endure more stress. But once you get older and you've been dealing with stress for all these years and things, and then me, like I said, my mother had just passed, so it was just a lot. It just came. So I had to literally come home every day from work. I had to meditate. Pray, exercise. I would be exercising thinking I'm finna fall out. Be on a treadmill, just feeling just dizzy as I'm like, come on, you gotta do this, you gotta get through this, you gotta do this. So this ain't just happen. Okay. That's good. And I'm not glad nobody else have anxiety, but I'm glad that we talking about this, because it's something that, like I said, people don't talk about. I heard the word anxiety, but I never, ever talked about it, like with my friends or with my mother. I don't even think my mother ever really mentioned the word, So I just want everybody else to be aware. I wish I was aware and knew what I was going through, because this didn't just happen like a few weeks. This was like a year, a span of going through this till I got it back, got back to my normal self. Yeah, so I just want to let you all know, it ain't worth it. stress, take it seriously. And that's just something that I endured. There are other things that other people endure. It's probably way worse than me. Some people do end up hospitalized and stuff. So that's just my story. I'm pretty sure, positive that there are way, worse stories. As we get older, we gotta watch it. We gotta really watch it. And with everything that's going on with this COVID, I cannot lie, my anxiety kicked back up again. When this COVID first came out, I was scared. I couldn't even sleep sometimes because I was so scared. But that's why we are doing this last, because we are preparing ourselves for whatever else could come. We're going to be ready. We're going to be ready. We ain't going to let this stuff overtake us. We're not going to let it overtake us. So, what is anxiety? Anxiety is the most common mental illness in the U.S. It's the most common illness in the U.S., mental illness in the U.S. from stress, okay? Now, anxiety is a constant feeling of worry. Like I said, I was worried. I thought that I was dying or something was really, truly wrong with me. And what kind of got me out of that one day, I said, you know what? I went to work. I was kind of joking a little bit. I said, if I fall out anything, just get me up. I'm okay. I'm finna get through this. This stuff not finna take over me. It's not finna happen. And once them doctor bills got to rolling in too, I was like, nah, baby, we finna get this together. So, it's a constant feeling of worry, nervousness. You be super nervous, just nervous. What if I get to a car accident? What if it's all in your head? It's all in your head. It's all in your head. Unease, tension, feeling restless, can't sleep, you always wound up, being easily fatigued, your body is in stress mode, your body tired, having difficulty concentrating. You can't concentrate and focus on things. Muscle tension, difficulty controlling feelings of worry. And I just found this out too, that anxiety can be genetic. It can be genetic. Okay? That's not saying all of it is, but it can be. Yes, that's good. Yep, read your Bible, Latrice. For real, that's gonna help. That's gonna get you through it. Yep, and staying away from negative people. That is definitely gonna get you where you need to be. Just keep it up. Keep it up. Another illness is depression. And did you know that women are more likely to get depression than men are? Yep, women are more likely. Now, depression is a feeling of dejection, despondency. Despondency is you low in spirits, meaning you low in spirits of hope and courage. Dejection is a sad and depressed state. Feeling of sadness, loss of interest or pleasure in activities once enjoyed. You may don't want to go out no more, do anything. You're just feeling down, sad. You have a change in appetite, trouble sleeping, or you can be sleeping too much. I mean, have you ever been in a state where you just don't even feel like getting up? You having a bad day or something. You just hope that they just pass by, Hold on one second. Okay. Loss of energy, feeling worried or guilty. Feeling worthless. You feel worthless. You feel guilty about something. You have a difficulty thinking, difficulty concentrating or making decisions. Thoughts of suicide or death. Those are all signs of depression. The last, Instagram. I gotta hurry up, this battery low. Okay, the last disorder that I'm gonna talk about is PTSD, which is post-traumatic stress disorder. Now, that's a disorder in which a person have difficulty recovering from an experience, okay? Something they witnessed, a terrifying event, such as war, or maybe a fire, an accident, the death of a loved one, abuse. Now, a person with that disorder, with PTSD, they have difficulty recovering from those things. They may have a flashback out of nowhere. They might be standing there in a flashback and they may think that they're in that space and time. They may scream, or, you know, they think they are right there, it's happening again. Or, you know, if somebody like broke into your house or something, it may startle you. If you hear a noise, you may think that that's the burglar again coming in your house again. Nightmares. They have nightmares about this stuff. You may have a nightmare again if your house is on fire and you got out, some traumatic happened or something like that. Hey Treese, thanks for joining. Yeah, so you might have a nightmare about something that happened. That is an example of PTSD. So, I hope I didn't stress y'all out by talking about stress. I did get a little anxiety. Like, my anxiety was so bad I couldn't even say the word anxiety before. So, I'm glad that I moved past that stage. And once again, do I have anxious moments? Yes, I do. I know how to immediately, because the devil will be busy and plant some things in your head. You got to immediately remove them things from your head. The devil will say anything. I'm getting on the plane. What if that plane crashes? Devil. You are a liar. I am a child of God. Keep it moving. Don't even ponder on it. Keep it moving. As soon as the devil put a crazy thought in your head, shut it down immediately. You got to shut it down, because you'll be pondering on that, worried about that. It's all in your head. Okay? Now, ways to cope. Now, let's talk about there is light at the end of the tunnel. There is light. So, different ways you can cope with stress. My first and foremost thing, I said it a few times, I'm going to say it again. Prayer. Prayer help. Like, sometimes your family can't help you, your friends can't help you, the doctors can't help you. Pray. Seriously. Pray about it. You got to talk to God sometimes like you talk to your friend on the phone. One day I was having a conversation with God so good that I was driving and I pressed in on my phone on the Bluetooth thing in the car because I'm thinking I'm on the phone. I'm like, no, you talking to God. You got to have those conversations with him. And I'm telling you, he going to bring you out of some things. Some things you can't even really explain to people. Like, they don't even know what you got going on. You know, so you got to pray. Pray, and pray again, and keep on praying till you just can't pray no more. Well, just keep praying, okay? Now, the next thing I would say is take a break. Take a break. Don't let yourself get all the way to that stage. Take a break. Seriously. You can, if your job, someone on your job stressing you out, you got sick days, use a sick day. Just lay in the bed all day that day or something. Because you're taking a break from it. So then when you come back to work the next day, you'll be more refreshed from it. If you just keep working and the stress keep piling up and piling up and piling up. Take a break. Okay? Now, there's different ways you can take a break. Like I said, you can take, if you got sick time at work, even if you in the house and your kids are getting on your nerves or something, sometimes you may got to go in the room. Go in the room, close the door. Close the door. Get 10 minutes of quiet time. Just peace to unwind a little bit. Then come back and approach a situation. So take a break. If you can, sometimes a break can be a trip. Take you a vacation somewhere. That's why we get vacation at work, because they know we need a vacation sometimes. That's why you get break times at work. When you work a certain amount of hours, you're supposed to get a break, because your body shouldn't endure so much stress within a certain period of time. You should take a break. So take a break, okay? Exercise and eat healthy. Exercise and eat healthy is another good one. Hey, Kaisha. Yes, exercise is a physical activity that may help to bump up the production of your brain's feel-good neurotransmitters called endorphins. Now, endorphins are used to make you feel good. I don't know if y'all worked out lately or whatever, but usually when you work out, you feel good like the rest of the day. It makes you feel good. You accomplished something. You worked out. So work out. Try to eat a little more healthier. That helps out as well. Avoid people or situations that stress you out if possible. Okay? If you know every time you go around this person, they drama, try to stay away from that person, okay? Or this person keeps stressing you out, try to avoid that person. Or if you know if it's a situation, every time you go out with so-and-so, they get into a fight. Try not to even go out with that person no more. So you gotta do what you gotta do to keep your peace, So if you gotta try to avoid a person or situation to get your peace of mind, then go ahead. Okay, Trees, we will be talking about relationships, not next week, but the week after next. So I will expound more on that. So keep tuning in. We're gonna get there. Meditate. I meditated a lot. Meditate produces a deep state of relaxation. So it's good to meditate. Treat yourself. Simple. Go get your manicure, your pedicure, take yourself shopping, buy yourself something you wanted. Go get that ice cream you wanted or your favorite meal. Whatever treating yourself look like, treat yourself. That will relieve some stress. Treat yourself. Laughter. Do you know laughter is a free dose of medicine that you do not have to go to the doctor to get? Simply by just laughing. If you got that one friend that calls you and you know y'all finna be on the phone like cracking up laughing, call that friend. Call that friend. Sometimes you got kids or grandkids. They always gonna do something to make you laugh. Sit down with them. Watch a movie. Go see a comedy show. Do something to get your mind off of whatever it is you're going through. Listen to some good music. Music will help you get through some stuff. Seriously. Now, when your anxiety real high, you gotta listen to some calm music. Like, you can't even listen to nothing crazy because it's gonna spike it up. And the crazy other thing about anxiety too is that you can't even be too happy. Like, something would excite me, you can't be excited either. You can't even be too happy. Hey, Christina, thank you for joining. Yes, Latrice, that's a good one. Arts and crafts. I love arts and crafts too. Joelle said, listen to Tam's Free Man. I actually listened to Tam's and I never heard that song, so I'm gonna have to listen to that song. Okay. Yes, I love arts and crafts. Like, that's one of my things to do is to go give me a pen and a paper. Hey, Jennifer. Thanks for coming through. I like to get me a pen, not a pen. Give me some paint. I don't know how to paint or draw worth nothing, but that is just like so. I just love it. I be in my little zone. Okay. Another good important thing is to journal. Start journaling. Start journaling. Writing stuff down. You are getting it out of your head, out of your mind, getting it on paper. That helps. It's a relief. It's like you got it out. It's on paper. And sometimes with journaling, you can go back and look at it. You can go back next week or next month or next year and look at it. You can look at it from an outside, from a person from an outside, because if you look at it 2 weeks from now, you might don't even feel the same way that you felt, or you can look at it different, from a different, from a different lens. So journal it. Yes, write the stuff down. You can be writing down something you going through in January, and then you get to September and you read it and realize you still going through it, and you're gonna be like, ain't this the same thing, God? It's receipts. That journal is receipts, okay? You got receipts because you wrote it down, because you're not gonna remember everything that happened or what sparked it. And like I said, it's a good reflection. Can you hear me now, Joyelle? Because this phone is keep ringing. Can you hear me now? No? Can y'all hear me now? No? I'm sorry, y'all. Instagram cannot hear me because my daughter's phone keep ringing. Yeah. Can y'all hear me now? Joelle. Oh my God. Do I need to go out of go out and go back in? No. Hold on 1 second. No, I'm not talking about people on Facebook. This Instagram. Hold on. Hold on 1 second, y'all. How about we have technical difficulties? Hold on 2 seconds. I want to make sure they hear this. I'm almost done. No, they can't hear me. I'm probably going to have to go out and come back in. Hold on. Shoops. I hate to have to do this, but hold on, y'all. 2 seconds. Okay, I gotta go back live. Let me try this again. Shoot. Shoot, 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 shoot. Okay. All right, I'm back. I don't know. I hope they can join me back. Okay, so moving along. What was I talking about? I was talking about journaling. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Okay, it looked like they joining back. Can you hear me now? I sound like that commercial. Can you hear me now? I hope they can hear me. Okay. Okay, I gotta finish. Okay. Yes. Another thing, when you are stressed, something you shouldn't do is do not rely on tobacco or drugs or alcohol to fix your problem, because it won't. It's not going to fix it. It's probably going to make the problem even more worse than what it was. So you got to deal with the problem. Now, if you, I'm not judging nobody. I'm not judging nobody. You can do whatever you want to do, but just watch yourself. If you feel like you gotta do something to one of those things to relieve stress, start just incorporating other things. Just start incorporating other things to kind of put that to the back burner, okay? Because that should be for recreation use. Well, I don't know about everything, but yeah, okay? Reevaluate your life. That's another way to deal with stress. You got to reevaluate your life. And that's why journaling is good too, because you can look back on the 3 months and be like, okay, I've been going through this for the past year or 2 years. It's time. Reevaluate your life. Figure out what you need to do differently. What's not working. What is working. Reevaluate yourself. You got to. Get you a good support team. Have you a good support team. It's always good to talk to somebody. You should have one person in your life who you can go to, who you can trust to tell them what's going on and hope that they have the best interest. Now, I'm not talking about somebody just be, oh, yes, everything you say. You need somebody who real good, who may tell you, well, don't you think you was wrong for doing? You need them people in your life because you may be doing something wrong that's causing stress, and maybe they can help you out. If you don't have nobody in your life like that, go to God with it. That's your friend. Go to God. But you need to be able to, oh God, this phone ringing in. You need to be able to talk about it. Okay, let me speed this up because I'm going a little overboard. Oh my God. My face. Hold on. I don't even know if I'm laughing. I'm on Instagram. I gotta get my daughter her phone back because it keeps ringing. Okay, Tasha said that's hard for people to do with PTSD. If it's hard for you to talk about it with someone, you may need to seek professional help. Seek professional help. There are professionals that are trained to help you. With things such as these that we are discussing. If nothing's working, it's nothing wrong with seeking professional help. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Ask for help. Ask for help. Sometimes, like me, I was a person who liked to do stuff on my own with no help. People just, you need help with this? Nah, I got it. That's the type of person I was. But ask for help. Sometimes a little bit of help goes a long way. A little bit of help goes a long way. Simply just ask for help. Ask if you got your kids, hey, can you help do this or do that? Or if your friend asks to bring something and you haven't sometimes you might have to say, okay, yeah, bring it. That's fine. To relieve yourself from stress. So, this will conclude. I'm supposed to do 30 minutes, but I went over a little bit. But it was all good. So this will conclude our stress segment. I hope that you all got some good knowledge from this. Again, because I didn't have nobody to help me when I was going through it. So I'm just hoping that you all will start talking about these things. We do need to talk about these things with our friends sometimes. And just try to, and again, hey, Kanisha and Rashonda, thanks for joining. I am wrapping up, but I will post this video so y'all can watch later. All right, so yeah, I hope that you all are now, you know what stress is. You know how it affects your body and that you will take it seriously. Thank you, Toya, that you will take it seriously. And I look forward to seeing you all again next week. Hey, Mike, thanks for joining. I am leaving. I will see you all next week. Peace out. I got to come up with a closing, but I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.